The thing I think I'm most proud of from my history is just being able to persevere. I think perseverance is something that is not often talked about, but I think that staying in it through the negatives and positives and still having such a career that spanned over well over 2 decades is pretty awesome. And I'm really fortunate that I've been able to do that. I mean, obviously, it just brings back smiles, as you can see. It was such a great moment. And it's so funny when you have these moments, it's like, you look back and you want to relive them, and it's like, oh, it was such, just being there, being so focused for those 2 weeks, 3 weeks really. And then winning a Grand Slam at 17 and having so much more to do. It was honestly such an amazing time. And I expected to win, but no one else really thought that I would be able to win a Grand Slam. But it was also like a big shout to the world, and especially to the sports world, of like, I have arrived, I'm here to stay, I am good. So be ready. That win really propelled me to the next level, and it propelled me to like being just everywhere. And it had been so long since an African American had won a Grand Slam. It had been a very, very long time, and I was the first to do it since Althea Gibson in the 50s. So it was an amazing story to be told. It was an amazing story that people wanted to hear. It pushed so many more amazing young Black women into the sport, and it was fun. What would I tell my younger self in that picture? Enjoy every day. I think that there's so many moments when you're in the moment that you don't really see. Hindsight, obviously hindsight is 2020, but really being in the moment and enjoying it and taking everything for what it is, because it eventually ends. And of course it might end 20, 30 years later, but it does eventually end. And those memories are always missed. I love this. I loved this. Oh my gosh. Also, oh, my 2 babies, they're gone now. They're forever in my memory though. But oh my gosh, I love those, Jackie and Laura. The first thing I look at is like the style. I remember I wanted to have like shorter hair at that point. And I loved it. And I still love this look. It was so fresh and so new, and it was really fun. I mean, I've had a lot of outfits. A lot of on-court outfits, a lot of off-court outfits. I've had some amazing, amazing red carpet looks. I've had lots of different looks, but you can't take any of it back. I'm leaning into all of them. I love every style that I've made, and you don't love them looking back all the time, but I appreciate them. And it's cool. I think fashion is a way to express yourself, and express your personality, and express like who you are and what you are. And sometimes it's the only way the world can see you is through your style. And so for me, whether it's a best list or the worst dress list, it's all kind of cool. At least I made a list. Hey, I made a list. I mean, my list of things I want to accomplish are still very long. I think that list never ends. I want to really grow into this entrepreneur that I've actually been doing for the past, 25 years. I've always been in this space, but actually focusing on my businesses and then focusing on growing not only my brand, but different brands and working with different founders. There's a venture capitalist. And so, but I think the very next thing on my list is just to be a good mom. I think that's always something that is super important to me. Doucement.
Yeah!
I say, doucement. Yeah, Olympia's now at an age where she's like, listen, I am wondering, why are you so famous? And I'm like, why, Mommy, how do they know your name? And I'm like, well, and I don't live like in the heart of LA or anything. I'm in a more quiet area where, I'm very low key. I try to do all the normal mom stuff and all the normal life things. And so it's definitely fresh for her and different. And she's like, wait, why do they know you? And then she told me the other day that I said, you know how Mommy is a little famous? She's like, no, you're really, really, really. And I'm just like, oh my God, no. She's like, no, yes, you are. You're a great tennis player. And so I told her the other day that she actually was in my belly when I won a big tournament. and she was surprised. So she's now at an age now where I can kind of open up a little bit to her more, and she can understand things more where she didn't really understand before. I'm just so busy now being a mom and being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur has taken up most of my time, and it's fun. And I like my life. You know, I don't know what will happen in the future, but I like kind of where I am, and I like how things are going.